Scorpios, it's Heather here with Earth Empress. I hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be your June 2019 overall general read. Please keep in mind with it being general, it's not going to resonate for absolutely every Scorpio out there. So, if it doesn't seem to fit, please don't try to force things. Feel free to click on one of the links or videos down below. It's going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter in Scorpio. Alright, so we're just going to jump right in, guys. What can we get for Scorpios for June? What can we get for Scorpios for June? So we have 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. So some of you could definitely be in a period of working towards your wish fulfillment. I'm just going to be real with you because that's what it feels like. Oh, wow. Okay. Scorpios, you guys always deliver. I'm going to grab one more card. Actually. Yeah, working towards some kind of wish fulfillment, some kind of empowerment, happiness. It could very well be a job or career. It could be a relationship. Okay, that's what it is. Okay. So, 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Working, building, taking stock, maybe waiting patiently, looking at the big picture, looking where you're putting your energy, working towards your success, your fulfillment. We have 4 of Cups on 4 of Pentacles. So I feel like some of you are holding on to either energies that were stagnant or connection. It could be, it's something that it really hits in your soul. So, whatever kind of connection. It could be a family member, it could be friends, it could be a relationship, whatever it may be for you. It's something that's very soul deep, and it's something that has you looking back and regretting, looking at, the cups that have spilled versus what you still have, what the happiness that you do still have, the fulfillment, the joy you have in your life right now. You've been focusing and you've been holding on to this. So whatever this sorrow, this sadness, this connection, it's caused you a lot of stress and anxiety, 9 of Swords. And it's so crazy because it's like you guys are so focused right now, I guess, on your career and your abundance and what you're building for yourself that, maybe you are pushing away pain. Maybe some Scorpios here are pushing away pain, or you're deciding finally to let go of some pain in order to move towards your abundance, your happiness, your fulfillment. What direction do you want to head in? What wand is that Ace of Wands for you? What's going to bring that passion, that clarity, that truth, that purpose? Where are you putting your intentions? Where is your mind going? If you're sitting in a state of lack and you're holding on to that, it's hard to release. It's hard to move forward and have opportunities and have these beautiful things in your life, or to even notice them when you're so stuck thinking and looking back and worrying and stressing and having anxiety over that. What else can we get for Scorpions? But it feels like you guys are coming out of it. You're making decisions. You're making decisions to move forward from it, whether it's from a connection or out of some heartbreak. Yeah, 3 of Swords. So some of you could be heartbroken over a very, very soulful, very intense, deep spiritual connection with someone. Because you have the 3 of Swords, 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups is a past life connection card. It's also a card of reunion. But in this case, it doesn't feel like reunion. It feels like you guys are... It's either like you've been waiting for a while for this to come in, and it's taken forever. It feels like it's taken forever. And, you've been stressed about it. You've had anxiety over it. You felt heartbroken over this connection and the loss of it. Yeah. But you've made decisions. You're stuck in limbo right now. Do I go towards this or do I not? Oh, no. Okay, we're not going to take that many cards, guys. It is the Empress and the Chariot. So, divine feminine energy wanting to head out. Maybe some of you are divine feminines, and that's right now where you're at. You're wanting to head towards it. And you're so stressed out, wondering and worrying. How do I get there? How do I get there? How do I build this? What do I do? Is this connection gone? Is this faded? You keep looking back and holding on to it and holding on to it and thinking about it. You could be, either way, you could be a divine feminine reminiscing, thinking about this, stressing about this, wanting a reunion, wanting this happiness, this joy, this fulfillment. You feel like it's been such a long and hard-fought battle. Or you could be a masculine waiting on a feminine to come in. And you're like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready for this. I'm ready to build. I'm ready to work towards this. This is my wish fulfillment. Maybe some of you are sad because you feel like a wish fulfillment opportunity was missed out on. You have Three of Swords, Six of Cups. So like I said, heartbroken over something that really made you, it did. It was a soul deep connection. It was definitely past lives, some kind of past connection. But it was a point of fulfillment. You know, it was something that it fed to your soul. And it felt good. It felt like it was just sunshine in your soul. As cheesy as that sounds, it just does. And then you have Nine of Wands on Four of Wands. So it's like you guys have been battling for so long, whether you're waiting on someone to come in because they are your wish fulfillment, and that's why you've held on, and that's why you had anxiety, because it's like, are they ever going to come forward? Is this ever going to happen? Nine of Wands, Four of Wands. Again, you know, fighting, battling, just struggling, and it's like you've been through the ringer, and it's because you've had this connection in your soul the entire time. It's something that you know could bring you a lot of happiness, abundance, joy, celebration. So you've been really going within. I feel like a lot of you Scorpios have been in a period of, not depression, but it feels like isolation. It feels like you guys have been trying to figure out this connection, figure out what's going on. And because you've been, you know, internally battling and figuring out and stressing and worrying and wondering and thinking and looking back, of course you're going to be in that Four of Swords where you're stuck and you're meditating and you're really just trying to figure it out. You have the Four of Swords, Four of Wands, Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles. So for someone here, 4 4s, I mean, that's a thing. 4, 8, 12, 16, 1 to 6, 7. So you could be, 7s could be a thing for you. 4s could be a thing for you right now. But those are definite standing, I mean, and then you have 3 9s. Wow. 9, 18, 27, 2 and 7's 9. So yeah. 9s, 4s. Oh man. And 7s. Sorry. Anyways, I just noticed things like that, guys. I will say with 9 of Cups here, with 6 of Cups here, and 4 of Wands, for some of you this could be a twin flame connection, 11-11. Only because I'm seeing those, and then I'm seeing so many 4s, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 11-11. If that's it, and if that's what this is about, guys, that's a hard connection to really navigate through. Your soul does feel like this sometimes. You get in this Three of Swords energy where you're just so heartbroken. You know, and it would feel like wish fulfillment. It's something that is soul deep that you can't really disconnect with. So you sit stuck in limbo. And really what I feel like Spirit is calling me to say right now is to release it. Not to release the connection, but to release the limbo. To release the stress, to release the worrying. Because once you release, that's when things really start to change. You can't stay stuck in this energy of holding on to stress and anxiety and worry and frustration and heartbreak. Because it just keeps you vibrationally low, and nothing's going to come in that's going to bring you that abundance, that happiness, that fulfillment, that joy. You know, if you feel like you've missed out on something, clearly there's a very deep connection here. So I'm going to say I feel like you haven't missed out on it. Just because these are very soulfully deep connected cards. And with a deep connection like this, you can't help but feel it in your soul. And I understand you can't help but have those periods of darkness, of worry and frustration and sadness. But coming to a period where you find the strength within yourself changes the game. It really does, you know. You go in and you heal and you work on yourself. But for some of you, this is definitely some kind of very intense connection. And if it's not a connection in particular, and if you've left a connection behind and it's caused you pain, it's caused you stress because you made a decision to move on, healing's going to take place. Healing's going to take place after battling within yourself. Healing's going to come through. 2 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. I have to put them in the King of Wands, the Sun, and the Chariot. Chariot wanted to come out again. Okay. Yeah. So 2 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. So you are finding some kind of balance within yourself. You're sitting in some kind of discerning power right now. You guys are in a period of really seeking some truth. Maybe from a King of Wands. Maybe you're wanting some truth to come in. You know, Wands energy, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy. Maybe some of you are trying to find balance in a situation, and you're really pulling yourself back, and you want clarity, you want truth. King of Wands on the Sun. You know, I feel like this person, if this is someone you're connecting with, they brought out the kid in you. Like I said, sunshine in your soul. Well, there's the Sun card. you know, that happiness, that really deep, and this for me just even more affirms a really soulmate twin flame connection, because the Sun card it's about ultimate happiness and fulfillment with that Nine of Cups, with that Six of Cups, with the Four of Wands. And there's so much worry and stress here, and it's like, it feels like there's mental and energetic pain. And then there's so much potential here because and I get it. Like, that's why you would have anxiety. It's like, you know that there's so much here. The Chariot after the Sun card. So I feel like there's going to be some kind of spiritual movement. Chariot, I mean, it comes through and it comes into play once we finally made decisions. Once we've made decisions and found some kind of clarity and truth, whether it's us or another person, that's when things start to shift. That's when things change. And I mean, there's 7 right there. Let's see what else we can get. Oh, 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. That was my baby. Okay, so it's funny because he's my Scorpio, actually. So there you go. So what else can we get for Scorpios for June? Okay. So I'm just going to be real with you guys. Some of you could definitely be trying to manifest, not necessarily someone to change, but for the situation to change. I mean, so we have the Chariot, and then right after the Chariot follows the Devil card, which is the card of Capricorn, and the King of Pentacles to me is the card of Capricorn as well. It's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but to me it's a very Capricorn card. And then you have the Magician, which is Aries energy. It also, to me, sometimes negates Gemini and Virgo, just because of the Mercurial energy, the trickster, the energy of being able to make things happen, the Magician. So with this Devil energy in the Chariot, I feel like a lot of you are either coming out of some toxicity in your life, or this person has been through the ringer and they're overcoming some kind of toxicity in order to stand in their power. You got King of Wands, King of Pentacles. They could very well have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in their chart. You could. This could be you deciding to leave toxic things behind in order to manifest and bring in abundance to yourself. You know, maybe someone made a decision to walk away before, and it was because of toxicity within a connection. I mean, this could very well be you guys leaving behind toxicity. It feels like that's what it feels like. It's you leaving it behind in order to manifest your abundance. You know, working on your pentacles, working on your future, where you're headed, where you want to be, what you're doing. You know, you, again, like I said earlier, you could very well be focused right now on career, and then you have this connection in your mind, in the back of your head. It's just replaying and replaying and replaying for you. And it's because it's genuine. I mean, there's genuinely love here. There's genuine soul connection here. What else can we get? Oh, we don't need that many cards. Yeah, Six of Swords, Six of Pentacles. Yeah, so you're releasing something. Whether it's these thoughts, maybe you are releasing. You're letting it go. You're just letting it be. You know, the stress, the anxiety, the worries, the attachment can be toxicity, which could be related to the devil. So maybe for some of you, you know, you were so attached or holding on so tightly because you were so afraid it was going to go away, that it wasn't going to be there, that it was just going to, you know, be the end. And finally releasing those worries and those burdens and saying, you know what, it's okay. I feel like this isn't the end, and if this is meant for me, it's going to be mine. If it's meant for me, it's not going to pass me by. Because Six of Swords, Six of Pentacles. So Six of Swords is, you know, sometimes making decisions to leave behind. But in this case, for me, it feels like you're leaving behind, again, Ten of Swords. Cycles you've been in, mental stress you've been carrying, anxiety you've been carrying, worry you've been carrying, because you're heading towards that Six of Pentacles. Mutual give and take. But it's also about balancing and healing yourself. That's what the Six of Cups is. That's what the Six of Pentacles is. The work that you're putting out, the energy you're giving out, you're receiving back. So you're coming out of that period of really holding on to things so tightly and finally releasing and just, you know, understanding that, okay, I'm just going to give. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to put myself out there. I'm going to be in this world. I'm going to make things happen. I'm going to chase, you know, my goals, my abundance, you know, whatever dreams, things that you want to do, who you want to be. And the more you put that energy out, the more you receive it back. So the more good that you put out in that world, and the more that you really get in alignment and stay in tune with your soul, the more you're going to receive the very same energy back to you vibrationally. That's how you get in alignment in these kind of connections. You balance yourself out. You heal and you balance. Six of Wands. So y'all had all the sixes too. I'm just going to say. Victory. Yeah. Recognition. Like I just said, when you put that energy out, that is what you're going to receive back. This is recognition. This is victory. This is deciding to make choices and head towards what really inspires you. And you do it in a way that really brings abundance into you. Brings you recognition. Brings you affirmations. All of it. And it's because you guys are in a cycle right now. Starting the next chapter. So whether it's in this connection, or whether it's you finally coming out of all of this anxiety and stress, you know, over, it could be a connection. I mean, it heavily feels like a soul deep connection. And it feels like you guys are finally making a decision to focus on your victory and yourself and your personal accomplishments and your happiness and your abundance and balancing you out. Leaving behind toxicity, leaving behind stress and worry and anxieties. And a new cycle is beginning because of it. I just want to give 10 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, yeah. So because you're making that decision, you're standing in your power, then you're going to call in the love that's going to fulfill and soothe your soul. It could be this connection. It could not. I'm just going to be honest with you. It could be a soulmate connection with an entirely different person because you decide to leave this behind. That's up to you and your discernment. But I am seeing that, you know, this new cycle, it's bringing in abundance. It's because you're going to stand on your own 2 feet again. And you're going to really give yourself the love that you've been craving. And you're going to just really affirm in yourself and step out of the worry and the stress and anxiety. And, you know, with that comes the growth. And the growth is what brings you into that 9 of Pentacles energy. The independence, the happiness. You know that you have everything to fulfill yourself inside of you. That's beautiful. Alright, so let's see what animal card we can get for you guys. The gazelle. Oh, wow. So maybe for some of you, you felt like you were completely buried open with this person, and it caused a lot of anxiety and fear. Yeah, maybe you've been absorbing energies around you that have been causing you stress as well. That could very well be it. Energies within this connection, you've been maybe so in tune and picking up on them. And then the camel. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Katniss, you have to get down, baby. I'm sorry. Go. This is knowing you have everything you need in order to nourish your soul within inside of you. This is braving the desert, braving the storms, because you know that you're able to nourish your soul. And then we have my capacity to tune into the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I'm lost. Yeah. And I remember, I think in the beginning I said that, you know, for some of you, it may have felt like you've lost this, but you haven't. You have the power in you. Happiness is your birthright. There's that sun card. Shine fucking bright, guys. It is your birthright. Shine like a fucking supernova. Embrace it. Embrace the happiness, the joy in your life. Show gratitude. Realize that you do have everything inside of you you need to fulfill your soul, to fulfill yourself. Your dreams are worth chasing after, your goals, love. It's all worth it. It is completely worth it. Just make sure that you are in your point of power and that it aligns with your soul. Whatever you're going after on this journey ahead, make sure it aligns with your soul. Step out of the stress. Know that you are secure. Know that you have everything inside of yourself and that you are worthy. And you are a phenomenal being. Alright, Scorpios, that's going to be it. I will see you in a couple weeks. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the month. Love and light.